Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to the 100 Line Last Defense Academy. So, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I keep saying we're almost to 100 days, and we are. But I am kind of bored of this at this point. I really want to get to the 100 days so we can get to the... So, I read a thing saying that basically the first 100 days is just the prologue. So we don't, and I've played 50 hours of this game, which means it has been 50 hours of prologue. So I really just want to get the first main base thing out of the way and finally get to the game where we can make decisions and murder people and just be atrocious. And actually, like, have a chance to figure out some of these secrets. So anyways, if you remember, we had the hallucination battle last time, which was really freaking funny. It was so funny. And then we had the Supreme Commander tell us that they wanted us to either evacuate or die. So once again, like I said, I'm pretty sure once we get through this one, we'll actually be able to make decisions and stuff. But right now we are not able to make decisions. We're just seeing, like, basically the clean slate. Like, if we do nothing, this is what happens, right? And then I think we're going to be able to choose. Now, I don't know. I have not spoiled myself. I just have played these games, like, from these developers before, and I know how they do it. And I'm curious how this is all going to work. And I am actually super curious in the story. It's just I want to get there. I'm getting antsy. Anyway, so let's continue. After that, everyone held their tongues, not one of us making any effort to speak. We were obviously confused. We decided to talk about what to do after each of us had time to gather our thoughts. For the time being, we parted ways. So yeah, if you remember, last time the commander was like, either escape or die. Back in my room, I lay in bed and ruminated on what I just heard. Even if we successfully defended the school, we'd still die in the end. Because the thing inside the defense room is a weapon of despair that will destroy everything. You've got to be kidding. That just can't be true. It's a lie, a trap. Who would ever listen to an invader anyway? I repeated this inside of my head, but the Supreme Commander's claims continued to linger at the back of my mind. I really hope that by the end of this, Takumi is, like, speaking the language and stuff and just, like, badass god. Naruto it. I kept going over the same points again and again inside my head. And as I continued to rack my brain, I fell into a dark sleep.
Sewing!
Maybe it was the exhaustion from all the fighting, or maybe it was because of everything I heard the day before. But that day I felt less than great from the second I woke up. It seemed like the others weren't much better off either. According to Ima, who was going around checking on everyone, we were all pretty deep in recovery mode. After noon had passed, we got together in the cafeteria. Inside the cafeteria, everyone wore gloomy expressions.
Come
on, everybody. What's with the long faces? I had so much on my mind, I couldn't really get to sleep. Sam? I'm a chronic insomniac, so I'm actually having more fun than ever. You shouldn't worry about anything the enemy says. That's just what they want. It's so weird that Nozomi is pushing for us to stay and die so much. Trap or not, it's the kind of thing that disturbs your soul to hear. The idea that we'll die too in the end, I mean.
Yeah.
Not to mention the all-out attack that's coming. An attack like nothing we've ever seen before. Isn't there any way for us to win? None at all. We're so totally doomed. Enough pissing and moaning. We just gotta do what we gotta do. That's right. We'll find a way. Right, Takumi? Yeah, we have to. What are all of those peasants on the satellite doing while all of this is going on? You'd think they'd send us reinforcements. There's nothing they can do. You need a hemo enema to fight the invaders. But the fate of all humanity hinges on this battle, right? They're not wrong. Like, even if you don't have hemo anima, you can still shoot a gun. I wish they'd lend us some support. Yeah, couldn't they at least reach out? If I could talk to my family, I feel like I could keep going. And I want the proper explanation of what's going on here. If they tell us what's inside the defense room, we wouldn't have to sweat what the invaders are saying.
No.
Maybe they think we're all screwed too. That's absolutely not true. We have everybody's trust and support. My god, enough already. Unable to take it any longer, Kurata slammed the table as she sprung to her feet. We're fighting for all of those people on that artificial satellite, and they're not lifting a finger for us. I'm with you, girl. They can't do anything, not even offer us an explanation or a call from our families. I'm with you, Kurata. If they really have left us here to rot, then I say screw them, and screw humanity. I'm with you, Kurata. Easy, Kurata. It's going to be okay. But it's true. If we're humanity's hope, then this shouldn't be happening. Huh? Eito, who had been silent the whole time, finally spoke, but with a downcast expression. Eito, what are you saying? I've been wondering about this since yesterday. All of humanity fled to the artificial satellite. Do they care about us anymore? It's because they're evolved like the invaders. They don't want them mixing. Huh? They're not humans either. Humans, you know, I say with quotation marks. Ima said something earlier, didn't he? We might just be decoys that allowed humanity to escape to the satellite. At the time, I was just letting my imagination take a depressing turn. But it is no longer a possibility. We can deny its entirety. Oh my gosh, when he goes back to being actual Ima and Side goes back to being actual Side, I'm gonna be so confused with my voices. That can't be! Damn it! Now it was Gaku's turn to hit the table and stand, letting out a scream towards the skies. Hey, say something to us, anything! Can't you see us? We're fighting for you guys! Is anybody listening? We're in seriously bad shape here! Tell us, what are we supposed to do? But his voice just echoed hollowly throughout the cafeteria. Damn it all! What the hell is going on? I mean, can you imagine we get to the satellite and they just like execute us because we're not human? The cafeteria was enveloped in silence after that. One person after another left, as if trying to escape the deafening quiet. Just like everybody else, I returned to my room without a word. After that, I stayed cooped up there for the rest of the day. Even after the nighttime announcement, I just kept turning the same things over in my head. I couldn't stop thinking about what we discussed this morning. Are we really the hope of mankind? Is the enemy speaking the truth? Despite knowing I'd never get an answer, I just kept thinking about it. I was lost in a spiral, the same thoughts whirling round and round. And so ended the 88th day at Last Defense Academy. Guess I'd better go to the cafeteria, although I'm sure it's going to be depressing again. Oh, nobody's in the cafeteria. Wait, I just realized they all have like little symbols. Interesting. I agree. There were fewer of us than usual gathered in the cafeteria. Is this everyone for today? Seems so. So rare for Mr. Outsky not to show up, considering how much he loves being around us. I bet he's agonizing over it by himself. He's like that. Yeah, the serious, pessimistic type. The total opposite of my outgoing party girl, the holy Jumanji sword. I had no idea your sword was like that. But shouldn't we discuss that together? Not that a disgusting dung beetle like myself should worry about living on, but we have 5 more days, right? There's nothing to discuss. Surrendering would mean falling into their trap. Like I said, we can't fall for their lies. Well, I do agree, but I very much understand the distrust everyone is feeling for the people on the satellite. We didn't come here to fight voluntarily, after all. It's absurd to force us to do any of this. And after hearing the people who made us do it already went and took shelter without us, it's disheartening. I want to run away from this too. But if we back down now, everything we've done up until now will be for nothing. We can't let that happen. Everything we've done up until now would have been for nothing? I suppose for Nozomi that includes everything her mom did too. Oh, isn't it too late to open the debate about whether we should fight or not? Didn't we have a similar conversation when we first got here? That's right. This whole back and forth makes me feel like we've gone back to square one in the final hour. If only Siri or Miss Shizuhara were here, they'd force us to power through, I'm sure. If Mocha were here, I bet she'd gotten everyone fired up. Things sure have felt gloomy ever since we had that conversation. Is it telling me I need to get everybody here? Probably. Will it be that easy? I don't know. Well, I guess that's only natural. After finishing our breakfast in near silence, we all went back to our rooms. To fight or not to fight? It's exactly the same thing we were worried about in the beginning. Who would have guessed we'd be racking our brains over it again at the very end? The all-out attack the Supreme Commander has planned is certainly a threat, but if the people on the artificial satellite would at least talk to us, we'd be able to keep the faith and fight on through it. We'd be able to believe that a happy ending was waiting for us on day 100. Ikaruwa, you're up there too, right? Can't you find a way to contact us? Oh, it's level 4. Cool. Alright, well, we will be back shortly.
소인, 휴식 시간だよ.
Sorry, Sora-chan was stuck for a second. That time again, huh? In the end, we didn't come to any conclusions today either, and as always, we didn't hear anything from the satellite. At this rate, please, somebody tell me. If we keep protecting this school, everything will be fine, right? It's not true that we're going to die in the end, is it? Somebody, anybody tell me.
Huh?
That's right, him. Ghost friend. He said he was an invader, so then is he an ally? If he is, maybe he can tell me something. I wonder if he knows anything. But I don't know how I can see him or even where to find him inside of you. If you're really on our side, then show yourself again and tell me. Tell me how we should get through our final days in this school. Of course, nobody answered my whining pleas. The night grew deeper, and eventually I fell asleep. Come on, ghost buddy. Either Takumi's soul or Eito.
総員、起
Whoa.
床時間だよ。なんと最終防衛学園90日目になりました。人類悲願の時までもうすぐ。ガチでマジのラストスパートだね。
Sorry, I'm looking at the little things to see if there's one that we haven't seen yet.
今まで長くて大変な道のりだったけど、ここまで来たみんななら楽勝でしょう。10日後にはハッピ ピーエンドでみんなは人類を救った英雄になれる。さて、今日もみん
Yeah, I
な
don't
で
believe
仲
it.
良く張り切っていこう。
Forget victory. We're still wondering if we should even keep fighting. I guess I'll go to the cafeteria. We need to have another discussion soon. Oh, people are actually in the cafeteria. No. See, it's the people who still want to fight, sort of, I think. When I got to the cafeteria, only Nozomi and the Tsukumo twins were there. Is nobody else coming today? Seems so. Everyone is understandably conflicted. What is everyone doing? The enemy's all-out attack coming any second now. They might need more time to organize their thoughts. No matter how much time they spend thinking, we still only have one choice, right? I'm so curious as to why she's not hesitating at all. Does she know something the rest of us don't? That's the only reason that makes me feel like why she's not hesitating. We're the only ones who can protect Earth and humanity. I know, but I understand why everyone feels conflicted. Just like every other day, there's been no word from the artificial satellite. I do think it would help firm up everyone's resolve if we heard from them. But if we let the enemy's word mislead us and run from this fight, then everything we've been through will be for nothing. Moko's death, Kirako's death. And the loss of my body, too. That's right. All of it, everything. The death of Nozomi's mother and her feelings, too. The enemy made that proposal precisely to throw us into this confusion. By doubting ourselves, we're playing right into their hands. I really don't think so, but okay. It's okay, I'm sure everyone knows that. But it's just going to take some time to accept it. Just trust them and hold on for a little longer. I feel like the others are avoiding me. Huh? Ever since yesterday, whenever I try to talk to anyone, they won't even look me in the eye. I can only assume I've done something to offend them. Yeah, you're let's fight and die. You're probably just imagining things or overthinking it. I hope you're right. Well, sorry to interrupt you two, but we have an errand to run, so we'll be taking off. Breakfast is all done anyway. I made eel and custard cream. An errand? I have a case. A case I need to solve as a detective. Huh? A case? I'll be helping out. I'm the brilliant, talented assistant to the world's cutest detective, after all. We're off to investigate. What's in the defense room, maybe? Once we solve the case, we'll get everyone together. With those mysterious words, Kako and Emo left the cafeteria. What are they talking about? What do they mean by a case? Left behind, Nozomi and I finished a light breakfast without saying much. Then we both returned to our rooms. They're avoiding you because you're telling them to die. Even though there's only 10 days left, our team is more disjointed than ever. Well, I get why everyone feels lost. On top of being anxious about the impending attack, we were also told we'd die even if we managed to survive the final battle. And no one from the satellite ever reaches out, as if we've been I've solved it. They're just planning on killing the world and everything on it. So the invaders are trying to stop it, and because otherwise, why would they just it's like WALL-E. They just completely left. They don't care about the Earth anymore. They moved on. We're just here to stop the invaders from destroying the Earth. We're world death. Something really has to change soon. Oh, at least that's my idea.
Sewing,
The announcement changed. Well, whatever. He's right about the end coming soon. We're so close to being done. We will get through this, right? In the end, I spent my 90th evening at the school still plagued by a vague sense of unease. Come on, ghost friend. Karua? Wait, what?
俺
たっくん、目が覚めたんだね。
ここは病室。
たっくん、ずっと寝てたんだよ。もう1週間も。
1週間も。
警報の時に私と一緒にマンホールに避難して、そこから出る時に犬に驚いたたっくんが足を踏み外しちゃって、
This is a
転がり
lie.
落ちて頭を打って、そのままずっと寝てたんだよ。
寝てた？あれからずっと。
でもたっくんが目を覚ましてくれて
It's a
本当
lie.
によ
They
か
tried
っ
to lie to it. They tried to lie to us like 5 times.
たっくん。
じゃあ夢だったのか。今までのは全部。
夢？
ああ、ずっと変な夢を見てたんだ。なんか妙な学園に連れてかれて、しかも東京団地じゃなくて地上にある学園で、そこで妙な化け物と戦わされて。いや、なんでもない。夢ならいいんだ。そっか、何もかも夢だったんだな。
Poor Takun.
よく、本当に夢でよかった。
大丈夫だよ、たっくん。何があったのか知らないけど、私はいつだってたっくんの
It's
そばにいるよ。
glitching.
たっくんが私を守ってくれるように、私がたっくんを守ってあげるから。たっくん、大好き。
Oh, I hate it. Why is it so mean? No, it's so mean. That requires the sad bunny. It's so mean. She's probably dead.
総
I
員
might be
おはよ
right.
う。気象最終防衛学人類悲願の何度も言ってるけど、さあ人類のみんなの幸せの
I might be right.
夢
It was all a dream trope, huh? I love how this game is trying so hard to meta us, but it's just not gonna work. I'm not falling for it. I mean, I would have loved to stayed in that Otome game, not gonna lie. That wouldn't have been so bad. If this stupid school in our war against the invaders really was all part of a dream, then maybe. I can't be wasting my time on this nonsense. Rocco, I opened the door to find... Oh, my other lover. Good morning, Takumi, or wannabe lover. I really don't trust him. I don't. Until I completely complete this game, I will not, and he gets cleared of all suspicion, I will not trust him. He is too sus at the moment. Plus, he looks like the ghost guy. Oh, hey, Ito, what's up? You haven't been coming to the cafeteria lately. Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. Thank you for thinking of me. You're such a nice guy, Takumi. Really. Just too nice. Sus! Huh? What's gotten into you all of a sudden? I finally figured out the answer. I've made up my mind on what to do. Oh? I was hoping we could all get together and discuss it. Could you come to the war room? I already spoke to the others. Sure, we're meeting in the war room, you said? That's right. Okay, then I'll see you there. Suspicious? He's made up his mind? It's a good opportunity to get everyone together at least. I better go to the war room. I think I'm... Oh, Nozomi's the only one there. Oh, I feel like it's been a while since the last time all of us were together like this. What's the matter with everybody? Something seems off. Okay, I'll report first. No contact from the artificial satellite as usual. You're reporting? Yes, I assumed any contact would come through to the war room, so I had Terumi stationed here for the last few days. Oh, I didn't know that. But there's no news from the masterminds. I bet they abandoned us because we never started killing each other. We want to hear from the people in the complex, not the mastermind. That doesn't change the fact that we've been abandoned. That's not true. There's no way they'd abandon us. I told you, everyone is. Give it a rest, Nozomi. I don't want to hear it from you. Huh? Kurata, what's the matter? Nozomi's the one holding out is weird because considering they abandoned her mom. Hold on, may I speak briefly first? Ito raised his voice to cut through the chatter. I've had a realization. I brought you all here to tell you about it. A realization? I've been thinking nonstop for the past few days. About what's in the defense room, about why the complex was evacuated, and why they haven't contacted us since. And in doing so, I wonder if it's the same one that I came up with. I became aware of a terrifying possibility. A terrifying possibility? Is it the same one I came up with? If it is, then I'm gonna think it's wrong because I don't trust Eito. But what did you mean by a terrifying possibility, Eito? According to what we were told in the beginning, what's being held inside of the defense room is something to save humanity from world death, right? Indeed, that is what Nago told us. The Supreme Commander of the invaders called it a weapon of despair that will destroy everything. Which one could it be? Maybe it's both. Because Exodus, like... Yeah, everyone dies. Well, everyone, that's not people escaping. The thing inside of the defense room represents hope for humanity and despair for the invaders. Could it be... Yes! Could it be that it's a deadly weapon with the power to wipe out all of the invaders on Earth? And because of that, because we have the evolved genes or whatever, we would be wiped out too. Wipe them all out? Humanity intends to annihilate the invaders with that weapon to stop world death. Well, death will stop if we eliminate the invaders? At the very least, I think that's what humanity believes to be true. Although I don't know why they think so. But wiping out all of the invaders would mean... Naturally, all other life on the planet will be consumed as collateral damage. That's why humanity is taking shelter on the artificial satellite. That's what I said! What? It's true that would prevent humanity from dying out, but we're still here on Earth. You tell me they intend to sacrifice us too! Exactly. I think humanity is trying to wipe out all of the invaders, even if that means we get wiped out as well. What? We're gonna get wiped out as well? No, that can't be. Enough. You can just shut up already. Huh? But that does indeed track with what the enemy Supreme Commander said. That even if we win this fight, we too will die in the end. Exactly. It fits perfectly. If that's true, I'm super smart. I don't know what kind of weapon is in that room, but it probably needs time to activate. 100 days to be exact. The plan would go to waste. You know what, Eito? If you're a traitor, but on the invaders' side, and I think the invaders are just evolved humans like the characters here, and you're being sus for that reason, then I forgive you. I'll forgive you in that case. The plan would go to waste if the invaders attacked during that time, so it would require someone to protect it. We were the ones chosen for that purpose. You're saying we've been risking everything to defend a weapon that's going to kill us in the end? That was probably the plan from the start. This mission is predicated on our deaths. We were destined to die on day 100 from the very start. Quit screwing around, this shit is deranged. Why do we have to die? We're not invaders. We're humans, just like the people on the satellite. What about the promise that we'd go home after 100 days? Was that just a lie to make us fight? Yes. Humanity has been lying to all of us this time. A lie? That promise was a lie to make us... Are you so surprised? It's horrific, isn't it? We fought all this time believing we'd get to go home one day. Did everyone on the satellite agree to this? Mom, Dad, even Grandpa? That seems unfathomable to me. I think perhaps only the higher-ups know about this. As for the other residents of the Tokyo residential complex, they may think we're already dead. Already dead? They'd likely try to contact us if they knew they were alive, especially our loved ones. That's true. If Karuha knew about such an inhumane operation, she wouldn't let it slide. So that's why no one has reached out. Rayo's a dog! Even if he wanted to, how is a dog going to contact you? Well, forget that. That's why we weren't allowed to contact our families to stop information about this mission leaking out. Then, we really are? Wait a minute! This is all just speculation. There's no way it could be true. It's obviously the truth. Do you have any other explanation? We've been trying to think of reasons this whole time and we still don't know a thing. This is some grade A rotten luck. I don't want to die in a place like this. Me neither. Fighting to live is one thing, but I cannot fight to die. Can't we do something? Is there really no way for us to survive? Actually, there is a way.
降伏しよ
What? You mean we accept the enemy's proposal? I don't think they're the bad guys. Maybe it's time to end the fighting. Just like the Supreme Commander said, there's no point in continuing a fruitless war. Not while we know we're doomed to die no matter how hard we try. Is it really okay for us to back down? No! We can't do that! But we don't have any other real choice. And I can't take it anymore. I can't keep fighting when I know it will cost me my friends. Ito? It's not like it really matters what happens to Earth. Humanity can live just fine on the artificial satellite, right? So as long as everyone can keep living there, it's not so bad if we give up on this planet. It might not be such a drastic change for the complex to simply go from an underground shelter to an orbiting satellite. Perhaps living up there is actually surprisingly pleasant. I hate the surface anyway. It's too bright. A dim, gloomy room is better for me.
No.
That's right. What's the point in us sacrificing ourselves? If we're gonna get snuffed when we win, I guess it'd be better to lose and live. It's all over if we die. I won't be able to kill any important targets. I believe that we must live too. There's no need to consider self-sacrifice. I want all of you to live no matter what, because you all really matter to me. Oh my. Okay, so apologies. I completely forgot to hit the unpause button after our free time. So I'm not sure where we're picking up from. Hopefully it's before all the conversation. There was a lot of conversation. But let's see, and I'll fill in whatever we missed because I'm so sorry. Okay. So basically what happened is oh my gosh, how much did I miss? Oh, and I can't go back because I didn't save it. I can only come from the autosave. Okay, so basically what happened is Eito came up with the same theory that I did, that what's in the defense room is like something that'll wipe out like the entire Earth, which is why they escaped. And he came up with that same idea. And also, everybody somehow heard the conversation between Nozomi and Takumi about Nozomi being like her mother part of the project and yada yada. And so that's why they've been ignoring her. because they think that she's trying to get them to stay here because she's like in on the scheme. And for the record, I actually think Eito's right, but I still don't trust him. I think that there's something evil in the room that's like gonna wipe out all of Earth, because otherwise why are they evacuating everybody who's underground? You know what I mean? To space. But we'll start from here. As your commanding officer, I'll lead the vote. You're not a commanding officer, though. Alright, who's in favor of continuing to fight here? With all my thoughts jumbled up, I couldn't get myself to move fast enough. In the end, Nozomi was the only one to put her hand up. Just a liar, huh? Could've guessed that. Yeah, and everybody's pissed at her because they found out. Then, on the other side, who is in favor of us getting out of here? Everybody raised their hands, excluding Nozomi and myself. Takumi, what about you? I don't want to die either. I want to find a way to live. But something about this situation is all wrong. Why does everybody know something they shouldn't possibly know? And the truth has been twisted. Just what is going on here? They think that she's like the mole, basically. Takumi, are you abstaining? He's been seduced by Nozomi. She got close to him from the very start with that intention. Well, that was an easy decision. In that case, it's safe to conclude that we'll be accepting the Supreme Commander's proposal and hightailing it out of here, yes? Wait, please! Let's rethink this one more time. Something isn't right here. I don't mind if you call me a liar, but you can't believe what the enemy is saying. They're trying to trick you. Give it a rest, Nozomi. We're not going to fight no matter how much you insist. I don't want to die a hero's death or whatever. I just want to survive and go back home. But... Nozomi, making us fight might be your duty, so maybe you yourself can't defy the order. But we've already made our decision. How about you give this up? No, I'm not like that. Suddenly, Nozomi let out a pain whimper and collapsed with a thud. Nozomi, what is it? Leave her alone. It's just another act. Of course it isn't. Sorry, I just read this, so I'm like... Luckily, it's not too much... Like, I didn't miss too much by the time I realized I was not recording. Oh boy. But still, annoying. Especially because it's, you know... I rushed over to Nozomi and peered into her face. I'd seen these symptoms before, but it couldn't be. Was it rejection again? Why? Why now? I thought I was better. Come to think of it, she hasn't been looking so good the last few days. Were her rejection symptoms coming back this whole time?
No.
Nozomi, are you okay? I gently offered my hand to Nozomi as she was slumped on her knees, but... She thinks that we told everybody, but obviously that's not true. I think it was Eito. But I still think he's right, which is weird. But I think we're the bad guys to begin with, so... She ignored my hand, getting up on her own with a wobble. Sorry, I'm not feeling so great. I'll just be off to my room. Are those not rejection symptoms we heard so much about? Nozomi's going to be okay, right? This isn't the time to be worrying about her. We could end up like that any moment now.
Yeah.
And she could just be faking it, right? Since she failed to persuade us she's trying to get sympathy. She wouldn't do that. You guys have it all wrong. And she's not some watchdog either. Everything you guys said is different from what she told me. How did you find out anyway? What do you mean it was circulating around a few people? What people? Eito, who told you about it? I heard it from Shoma. From Shoma? I heard it from Dorumi. I first heard it from Tsubasa. I heard it from Takemaru. But it was going around before then, too. Huh? I guess I heard it from Gaku. I don't really remember, though. Kako and I heard it from Miss Magadori. I heard it from Lady Kurara. I first heard it from Yugamu. I guess I heard it from Tsubasa. Strangely, everyone had heard the story from someone different. This is where I realized I didn't unpause. So then we don't know who it came from.
Hanya?
It was obviously you, Tuckers. You let it slip and spread from there, right? I told you, we never told anyone. But who else is there? Who else would know about a private conversation in your room? That's why I'm telling you, something's off. Who cares? I've heard enough about that vile girl to last a lifetime. Either way, I intend to survive this war. I couldn't bear dying in such an inexplicable, unreasonable place as this. Yeah, screw fighting for a mission that requires us to die. We're going to the artificial satellite with everyone else. Everybody has the right to live. We're humans too. Well, besides me, I'm just a bottom feeder. Takumi, you don't have to worry. Nozomi is coming with us. We wouldn't leave her behind. I'm sure if we go to the satellite, her symptoms can be cured, and we're not going to leave her to take all the blame for this alone. We'll meet the people who came up with this plan on the satellite and question them about why they decided on such a cruel scheme. The people who came up with it. Hey, that Big Supreme monster is going to keep its promise, right? We'll have to trust that it will. Carrying on this war will just lead to death on both sides after all. Ironic, isn't it? In the end, the only person we can bring ourselves to trust is the enemy we've been fighting all this time. That's how peace works. You lay out your hostilities on the table and just decide to believe in one another. I don't really remember how I got back to my room after that. By the time I realized where I was, where's our ghosty friend? I was already lying in bed. That discussion was a secret between me and Nozomi, so how did everyone find out? It doesn't add up. And even if we came to our conclusion together, is it really the right decision? Are we really okay with abandoning the fight at the school and running away after spending over 90 days defending this place? Either way, the decision's been made. That was the consensus. I guess that's all there is to it. We really don't know anything, to be fair.
ここまで過ごしてきた仲間と培っ目指す人類の新しい歴史が始まり、みんなは人類史に名を残す。さあ、今日もみんなで張り切っていこう。
I think Eito is so suspicious. He's so sus. But at the same time, I think he's probably right. Because I thought of it before him, technically. I don't know if you guys caught that part. I'm not sure when I forgot to unpause after free time. Starting a new era in history would be meaningless if we died. And what does he mean about the teamwork we've cultivated? If our teamwork was that good, we wouldn't be in this mess. Where did things go wrong to land us in this situation? Oh. Okay, this time I promise I'll unpause. Okay, I remembered to unpause this time.
総員、就寝時間になったよ。ひとまず休めるときには休んでおこうか。
I sighed too. Mokurata, don't make me cry. Aww.
もう泣くなって。いつまでも泣いてたらお父さんが安心して天国に行けないだろ。
お父さんいなくなっちゃった。
カルはもう泣くなって。
I know we saw
お
this
父さんがい
earlier,
なくなっ
but
ちゃったなら俺がカルアのお父さんになるから。
たっくんじゃまだちっちゃいからお父さんになれないよ。
そうだけど俺はカルアが無事でよかったよ。お父さんが守ってくれたおかげだよ。
私だって無事じゃないよ。お腹に大きな傷ができちゃったもん。
See if she has a big cut across her tummy.
この傷多分消えないって大きくなっても残っ
She
ちゃう
definitely get mad at you for that.
私もうお嫁さんにもなれないよ。
じゃあ俺がカルアをお嫁さんにする。それなら俺にだってできるだろ。
It's so cute.
俺がカルアをお嫁さんにするよ。そうしたら俺がカルアを守れるし。
たっくんが私を。
うん。お父さんの代わりに俺が守る。だからもう泣くなよ。何があってもカルアは俺が守ってやるから。絶対に約束するから。
たっくんありがとう。たっくん
Oh.
嬉しいな。約束だよ。
That's right. I made a promise. A promise to protect Karua no matter what. I'm not about to break that promise. To keep Karua safe, I have to keep fighting. Fight. What the frick? I jolted upright with a shout. My whole body was drenched in sweat and my heart was racing like I'd just woken from a nightmare. No, not a nightmare, a memory. A memory of Karua, one I dreamed about before. But why again? Why now?
Good morning! おはよう世界！素晴らしい朝がやってきたね。希望に満ちた朝だよ。最終防衛学園は93日目。カウントダウンは順調に進んでるね。さあ今日も大事な仲間と手を取り合って人類の悲願に向けて頑張ろう。新構成の悪あがきじみた襲撃なんて返り討ちにしてやれ。えいえいおー。
He can tell us to protect whatever he wants. But it's already over. We're not going to fight here any longer. Our meeting with the Supreme Commander is tomorrow. Once tomorrow comes, we're going to leave this school. I'm not saying fight that. Okay, fine. Fight. Stop! I can't fight anymore. It's all over. Who is it? Probably Ato. I cautiously approached the door to open it and find... Oh? Oh, they finished their detectiving. What did they find out what's in the defense room? Mr. Slamino, good morning! Yes, hello! You two, what is it? Oh my, you seem low. Like a thermometer melted by the sun. I suppose you're feeling guilty about the information you leaked? It turned Miss Kira Fuji into a real pariah. Is that why you're still sucking? I told you, we never told anyone. So then how did this story get around? That's why I'm so confused. I have no idea. I don't even know how anyone found out. Isn't that the nature of gossip? No one ever knows for sure where it came from. More importantly, we have something we'd like to discuss with you. Discuss? What is it? We weren't really sure who to bring this up with. We were wondering who we could trust in a situation like this. And when the thing with Miss Kira Fuji happened, we saw you shamefully waffle back and forth about it. Sorry. Oh no, seeing that actually made us feel we could trust you. If you were really the traitor, you wouldn't have let this situation beclown you so badly.
Huh?
Traitor? What are you talking about, Ato? Bitch. The culprit. The one we've been chasing all this time. We've been investigating, trying to find out who they are. But we failed. We couldn't solve the mystery. Seriously? What are you talking about? To tell the truth, there is one little thing I didn't share with everyone about my time with the invaders. What? Ito. What a shock, right? Especially when he's the one who went around telling people not to hide things from others. You know how it goes. There are rules for me and rules for thee. So what didn't you tell us? It's about the commandos. They worship a peculiar deity. They have what we'd call a religion.
Huh?
A religion? Those things? Furthermore, they follow their tenets very strictly. According to these teachings, hemoanima or cryptoglobin, was it? Absorbing cryptoglobin is a taboo of the highest order. Oh, interesting. So we are becoming more evil than them. Just as certain religions forbid the consumption of meat, it's super seriously forbidden. You're telling me they don't absorb cryptoglobin? So then, who was behind those incidents?
捕虜の黒いミイラの死体も
Ato! He's sus! I've told you since the barbecue.
黒い
It can't be. You're saying that wasn't the invaders' doing? Precisely so. It's absolutely forbidden for them to absorb cryptoglobin. In which case, the person behind it must be one of us, right? Huh? In short, there is a traitor among us, responsible for killing the prisoner and Miss Shizuhara. A sickening chill ran the length of my body. I felt myself getting unsteady on my feet as if struck by a sudden dizzy spell. That can't be. A traitor? This is a fine case of homicide we have on our hands. A human has killed another human. The murder of Hiroko Shizuhara. Murder? Which means it was time for me to step in as a detective. I did some investigating, but I didn't get anywhere. I couldn't get my hands on a single clue. It's not your fault, sweet Kako. Investigating this late in the game can't amount to much. I'm still having trouble believing there's a traitor among us. There's no benefit to betraying the team like this. And there's no point in crossing over to the other side when we can't even communicate with them. Indeed. The culprit's motive is a total mystery. Still, the truth remains that the prisoner and Hiroko were killed. As a detective, I can't turn a blind eye to that. That said, I've reached a dead end in the investigation. At this rate, the case is going to go cold. And that's why we've come to you, Mr. Sumino. You've been all over the place on expeditions. Any ideas where we could find some fresh clues? You can't just spring that kind of question on me and expect an instant answer. Nothing then? I knew you wouldn't be of any use. None at all. Rude. If you do remember anything at any time, please let us know. We only have until tomorrow before we get out of here. But we intend to continue the search for the culprit even when we're on the satellite. Let us know if anything comes to mind. Sure, if I think of anything, I'll tell you guys right away. Well then, let's get going, Kako. We should keep our investigation. Right. There's only one truth out there after all. And with that, the Tsukumo twins left my room. A traitor. Someone killed the prisoner in Hiroko? Give me a break already. Nothing makes sense anymore. Honestly, the whole thing just irritated me. I couldn't even believe it, let alone wrap my head around it. I returned to my bed again and tried to shut everything out. I covered my ears and closed my eyes. Ghost friend. I had no idea how many hours passed by like that. Hearing the doorbell stubbornly ringing again and again, I finally got up. Someone else? Who is it now? I'm coming, just wait. I grumbled as I opened the door, and standing there was... Told ya. Sus. Oh, Takumi. Eito? Sorry for being so persistent with the bell. I was just a little worried about you after yesterday. Are you alright? I'm fine. Just a little confused. About how Nozomi's story got around? It is rather odd. How did Every find out if you never mentioned it to anyone? You had that conversation in a private room, right? It never should have gotten out in the first place, and yet... Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. It really is a mystery. Oh, by the way, Takumi, everyone's going to get together in the cafeteria. Will you join us? In the cafeteria? Yes, we're making our deal with the Supreme Commander tomorrow. I was hoping we could all get on the same page before then. And besides, it's going to be our last night with all of our wonderful friends here at the Academy. I know I won't be able to convince Nozomi to come, but I'd like you to be there with us. How about it? Okay, I'll go. It is our last night after all. Sus! Really? That's great news. Oh, and I'll look into that other matter myself. I'll dig around for the source of the rumors. It might end up being after we get to the artificial satellite, but I'll talk to everyone again and try to get some more details. Thanks, Eito. Sus! He's always the one with the big parties. And then something bad happens. Sus! I'll be waiting in the cafeteria then. See you, Takumi. You know what? It could... When did we start seeing the flame guy? I can't remember when, but it was quite early. It was like in the first 7 days. With a happy smile on his face, Eito took his leave. Our last night, huh? That's right. This time tomorrow, it'll all be over. I'll be able to see Karuha on the artificial satellite. Sitting here and dwelling on things won't do anything for me. I guess I'd better join everybody. By the time I got to the cafeteria, everyone was already... Okay, everyone, here's to the end of being stuck here. Cheers! Fully in the mood to celebrate. Alright, who's ready to order next? I'll have a freshly squeezed orange juice. I like fresh carpaccio straight from the abattoir. Understood, I'll bring them out at once. Huh? How are you going to get fresh meat? But man, thinking about how tomorrow's gonna be the end is bringing me down a little. I truly respect all of you so much. You did great to manage spending all this time with a stinking human refuse like me. You're not going to change even at the very end, huh? Well, I didn't expect otherwise. Things feel rather lively. Takumi, I'm so glad you came. Looks like you're all having fun. Yes, we're finally going to be free of all the fighting. We never wanted this in the first place, so it's like a weight has been lifted. I thought we'd have to wait until day 100 to feel this way, but whoever could guess that things would end like this? My, if it isn't Sir Takumi. How about a glass for you, sir? Choshka, are you drunk? No, I am sober as a judge. Come a little closer to me and see for yourself. Stop, how are you even tipsy right now? The carbonated beverages got wrong. Apparently she's never tried them before. And this is what happened when she did? I'm getting so hot, sir. Takumi, please undress me. No! Fine, I know the holy Jumonji sword will do it. Why don't you take out that cabin of yours? Let the drunk girl have a sword. Anyway, look! Angel eggs everywhere! The room is filled to the brim with colorful eggs, so it's so beautiful! Don't you know? If they hatch a bunch of angels, we'll be born! And those angels, they'll eat them all up! My stupid family, my stupid friends, my stupid teachers! Tarumi said she wanted to feel good tonight, so I gave her some of the white powder I really like. She snorted it, and now she's all messed up. White powder? Pixie sticks.
The sweet and sour kind. A little lick always gets me hyper.
And she snorted it and ended up like this? Wow.
I told her you're supposed to lick the powder. Maybe it's a placebo effect. When the angels hatch, they'll eat my dad for me on a Sunday afternoon. Dad goes to see the horse races on Sunday afternoons and beats me when he loses his bets. I hate Sundays and dad and horses. The angels are gonna eat them all for me. Please, that's you, my beautiful angels.
Anyway, I should probably just leave her be.
Hey, if we're done fighting here, are we gonna have to give up our infusers? It felt good as hell to transform with them. What was so good about it? I'm all over that, man.
We should get our cryptoglobin drained when we're out of the satellite. I'm scared of getting rejection symptoms.
Yeah, we'll all go back to our regular lives. I'll be going back to living among the upper classes. I'm done being in this zoo with all you filthy peasants.
And I'll return to life befitting of a living piece of trash, never speaking a word to anyone ever. For the love of murder. I guess I'm going to have to help the family business again, even though I have no interest in killing without love. They're already talking about what they'll do when they get back home. Aren't they worried about the deal we have to make tomorrow? We're negotiating with an invader. Who knows what could happen? It's entirely possible it's a trap meant to deceive us. Are you wondering if they're worried about tomorrow? Huh? I think everyone's trying not to concern themselves about it precisely because they're worried. Precisely because they're worried? They can't help being anxious, but they're trying not to dwell on it. If they pay it too much mind, it will overwhelm them. Is that really okay? Aren't they just avoiding facing the issue? This is our only choice for survival. All we can do is accept the offer. So even if we are avoiding the issue, we have to move forward all the same, right? That's the only choice we have now. The only choice, huh? Maybe that's true. If we want to survive, we just have to trust the enemy's offer. But I don't think we have to worry. This is a win for the invader side, too. If they can also achieve their goals without fighting, obviously that's better for them. The Supreme Commander said the same thing, that they all want to avoid fruitless fighting. But is that how they really feel? Do invaders really have those kinds of thoughts and emotions? If I brought that up, we might end up going down a rabbit hole. Suddenly, Edo cried out as he looked towards the entrance to the cafeteria. I looked back, and standing there was... Nozomi. Nozomi, are you okay? How are your rejection symptoms? Better. She replied plainly, and then turned to everyone else in the cafeteria. Hey, everyone. Are you really okay with this? Huh? What do you mean? You're really going to accept the invader's offer? You really won't let this go, will you? We told you our decision. You can try all you want to persuade us. It won't work. We're not fighting anymore. We've chosen life. We don't want to die here. You're not gonna change our minds. You got that? Go back to your room and get some sleep. We've got nothing to say to you. Oi! Gaku! I see. If that's your choice, then that's fine. You're agreeing with our decision? Whether I agree or not, it's not my place to say anything if your minds are all made up. I just wanted to ask one last time. If this is your decision, I won't try to stop you. I think you should trust in your decision. I'll be here praying that it all goes well for you. Here? You mean you're not coming? Wait! Don't tell me you're going to try and fight alone. Don't worry. I won't get in the way of your negotiations. I won't lay a finger on the enemy until all of you are on your way to the satellite. I won't risk messing this up for you. That's insane. It's totally reckless. Trying to fight them by yourself would be marching to your own death. Even if I die, I want to press forward and trust in my decision. Huh? This isn't something anyone made me do. It's something I decided to do on my own. I'll continue to believe in humanity until the end. In order to protect mankind, I'll stay here and fight. After announcing this in a hoarse voice, Nozomi staggered unsteadily out of the cafeteria. Saw me. I couldn't stop her. I just stared at her back as she left.
Is she seriously gonna stay here? What the hell is she thinking?
There's no way she can pull through on her own. She's doomed to die.
What do we do? Should we just leave her be?
No.
It doesn't matter. If she says she wants to stay, there's nothing we can do. Everything's fine. Totally perfectly cool. When the angels hatch, they'll eat everybody anyway.
Lovely Jumanji's sword, don't be shy. Show me how proudly you stand.
You two be quiet. I'll try to talk to her later. I don't know if she'll listen, but I'll do what I can.
Is that alright with you, Takumi? Yeah, if you don't mind. I doubt she'll listen to me anymore anyway. Right. From the looks of it, it'll be hard for anyone to persuade her to come with us. She wants to press forward and trust in her decision. So what am I supposed to do? Can I really leave things like this? Am I prepared to abandon Nozomi and leave this place? I won't survive if I don't. I won't be able to see Karuha again. I fought so hard to see Karuha again. Takumi, are you okay? Sorry. I'm going to head back to my room early. Huh? Oh, yeah, sure. You planning on drugging people again and I'm not going to be there for you to drug? With that, I left the cafeteria alone. What's the right thing to do? And what's the wrong thing to do? Do we run away so we can keep living? Or do we keep fighting for something even if it means we die? It looks like everyone else has reached their own answer, Nozomi included. But I'm still as lost as ever, unable to figure out what it is I should do. And my time will be up tomorrow. What should I do? Go see what's in the fucking defense room. Without ever finding an answer, I continued to turn the same thoughts over and over in my head. Until eventually I fell asleep.
Hello, everybody. So this is post-edit Bunny here again. I thought that I could finish this game within one episode, and I was very, 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 very wrong. So we're gonna split these into a few episodes. So we're gonna stop this here. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!